Hey Pat, Lake is here. Congrats on the new role, man. I'm really excited for you. When I got the invitation to send a video celebrating you and the impact you've had on me and many others, but I had to keep it to a minute, I realized I wasn't gonna be able to tell some pretty good stories, like Chinese buffet, going shopping for watches at the Fossil Outlet on my first day of work, playing basketball and going fishing on Lake Gaston, also while on the job, and probably many others, but we'll save those for another day. But today's all about you, man. You've had an outsized impact on me and so many other people here in Eastern North Carolina. You coached in a way that we weren't ready for years ago, and then I think gave birth to a really awesome leadership development program, and just some amazing impact for students, and that was because of you. I also know you staffed and helped build some pretty talented teams across Teach for America. So they're getting a great person, they're getting a great leader, and I'm just really grateful you're my friend. We get to keep doing this work together as alumni of Teach for America and North Carolinians. I also, by the way, buttoned my top button as I thought of you today because, reminded me of another great Tar Heel, Davis Love III. So congrats, man. I'm out.
Hey Pat, it's Norledia. I am so grateful to have been able to work with you during your tenure here at Teach for America. And I know the organization is super grateful to have had you on staff for 10 years. It's so amazing, Pat. When I met you, I was super excited because I'm always excited to meet a fellow Tar Heel. And as you are making this transition, I just want to wish you the absolute best on your next endeavor and your next journey. Whoever is getting you next is getting a pretty assiduous Tar Heel, as in P-A-T. Thank you so much for all your service to the org, Pat. You will be greatly missed and wishing you all the best. Take care, fellow Tar Heel. Bye.
Hey Pat, it's Dana. Congrats and farewell. Wanted to just take a minute to celebrate how much you have meant to this organization, and to our talent acquisition team, and to me personally. I can still remember conducting your interview. I was in California for a team retreat with Brooke, and her being so excited. She's like, "This guy, I've got to hire this guy." And I'm sure you can think about how she sounded when she was sharing that. And ever since you came on the team, I have been so lucky to benefit just from your kindness and your curiosity and your just deep love and care for people. You are one of the most incredible managers I've had the privilege to support over the years, and it came so naturally to you in the way that you would think about the things that your people needed and things that they might want. Just showed a level of intentionality and humanity in supporting them as professionals and as people that I think just came through in how they showed up to the work and what they were able to do and bring into the organization. And so just know, I think the way that you modeled that for your people, like really extended throughout all of talent acquisition, and was really remarkable to see. And I also just have really appreciated our conversations as managers to direct report and as peers, and having an opportunity to connect and I think push one another and ask questions and like just always be in conversation. And was always grateful that every check-in that we never got through like half of our agenda because we would get sidetracked, just exploring topics and having just really like thoughtful and meaningful conversation. And I just know I can always rely on you to push my thinking and help me think about the way that we work in some different ways. And I really credit our partnership with changing some of the ways that I think about things and some of the ways that we have done business on staff. And always appreciated too, swapping details about raising young boys and some of the ways that you were thinking about that too. So You have just, you have made such an impact on me and on the organization, and like I said, on talent acquisition and just the way that we think about talent. And I feel so grateful to have gotten to work with you for many years now. And I know that when you move on, you are going to be incredible in your next role. And I hope that you really center on your strengths and come in really confident, because you have so much to offer to the world and to this next job. And I'll be rooting for you.
I have to say, Pat had a huge impact on me personally, and I got to see how he impacted potential incoming Corps members. In fact, the start of Pat's recruitment career was actually the end of my recruiting career, because we were assigned several times to co-recruit and go to colleges and universities in the Triangle area together for our recruitment assignments. And I thought I was a good storyteller, but Pat is much better. And eventually it got to the point where Pat would share his Corps member experience, and my job was to just have a tissue nearby for Pat and a box of tissues for anybody who was listening to him. And so he always made an impact on me every time he told his story. And he always was able to convert and excite and drive Corps members to even talk about him during the interviews that I would then have with them as being inspiring. They all wanted to be like Pat.
Hey Pat, congrats on 10 years at TFA and on your new role. I'm so excited for you. It was the luckiest thing for me to get to work with you and for you to teach me everything about being a DTR. I learned so much working together, but seriously, you had such a tremendous impact at TFA, and just all of the, not only like all of the people that you hired, but just like all of the DTRs that you taught everything to. You're just someone I can talk to so easily, and I just really am so excited for your next role and the impact that you're going to have there. And I hope we continue our catch-ups, and just wishing you the best. You're the best, Pat.
Hey Pat, it's hard to believe it's been 10 years since we started our work together in Eastern North Carolina. And I distinctly remember this presentation you gave during my orientation. And your slogan was that you need to dirk it, obviously referring to Dirk Nowitzki's ability to lead the Mavericks to the NBA championship. And I'm not exactly sure what you were referring to, but I remember exactly how I felt. I felt inspired that you believed in Corps members, and if they were to work like champions and did everything they could to operate as a team, that them and their students could win. And when I think about how you showed up for our organization and our friendship, you dirked it, always showing a champion's resolve and making the very best of others around you. Thank you for making Teach for America a championship team, and thank you for being an MVP friend. May this next chapter allow you the opportunity to build another championship team and continue to find opportunities to dirk it. Love you, man. Excited to see you soon. Bye.
Hey, Pat. I heard you leaving TFA. So before you go, I just wanted to say, I just wish you the best of luck in your next endeavors. And then I just want to personally just thank you for everything you've done for me and for my family, and particularly for being such a manager that really tried really hard. And I don't mean that in the majority sense, but the older I get, and like the more that I realize that you can't take that for granted. Like you really tried really hard to make sure I had a great experience. So I just want to thank you for that. So the next time you come to the DC, Maryland area, stop by, give me a call. We can find something cool to do. Gold Hills. And man, what do you think of what do you think about that Hubert Davis hire? Anyways, we can talk about that later. All right, have a good one. Talk to you later.
Hi, Pat. This is Charles, formerly of the talent acquisition team, now of the admissions team. I hope you can still recognize me with my ridiculous quarantine hair that I hopefully will get cut this year. We'll see. Just first of all, I wanted to say congratulations on the new addition to your family. Also, congratulations on your new opportunity. Very sad that you're leaving TFA, but very excited for what lies ahead for you. As I think about memories I have, I think about two things I'm not doing much, which is seeing people in person and drinking alcohol. So I really appreciate, during my first few months on TAT, how welcome you made me feel, like your willingness to go out and get to know me better as a person, have some drinks, listen to my inebriated ramblings. Really meant a lot to me, and I know you've extended that to so many people you've worked with, and making people feel accepted and included and seen, and I think that is a strength that you will carry into wherever you're headed next. It has been a pleasure working with you and learning from you. I miss working with and learning from you, and I wish you all the best.
About our time in Teach for America together, a few things come to mind. First of all, I just think about how you lead with curiosity and also the pursuit of excellence. And I think about our time as program directors in Eastern North Carolina and the math pilot that you led there and the conversations that we would have in the office about excellent math instruction and just seeing your passion and excitement for the learning that you got to do alongside your core members, and then how that turned into excellence in their classrooms. For me, so much of that reality in a classroom was rooted in the passion that you had for learning about what excellent math instruction looks like and sharing that with others. And it was infectious. It sparked curiosity in me to learn more about math, but also to think about what excellence in other contents looked like.
Personally miss you so much. I feel like every time I work with you or speak with you, you bring just such a spirit of kindness, thoughtfulness, effectiveness, just this sense of just true, when I think about someone who I consider who shows up time after time as someone who's just very centered in their character and brings that to work and brings that to the spaces, and also even to the point, you do it to a point where it just reminds me to stay centered on my values. I know we both are Christ followers. I feel that when I'm with you. So I just know that your new company is going to be so lucky to have you. I am thankful for the time that you've been my colleague, and I wish you the best. And I hope you, Ramsey, and I stay in touch. Best wishes.
Hey Pat, congratulations on your new opportunity. I'm really excited for you. In honor of your transition, I have an acrostic for you. So what does PAT mean to me? So P is patience. I remember when we were first working on institute hiring, and I had no idea what I was doing, and you were always so patient with me and walked me through the process. Never made me feel like I didn't know what I was doing. A is for appreciative. I have always worked with you and felt like you just appreciate everybody around you. You're so upbeat and excited about the work you do. And then T is, this is a big one, transcendent. So I've worked with people that you've managed, and I can see the impact that your leadership had on them. And I think that's the test of a true leader, when they impact other leaders. So wishing you all the best. Definitely will miss you, but I know our paths will cross again someday. Good luck.
Bye, Pat from TAT. Heard that you are heading off on a new adventure. I don't know exactly what it is, but if I know anything about the impact that you've had on our team, I'm really excited for the team that we'll have you next. So thanks for all that you've done over the years, the work that you and Val led, and RTR and NTR, and will just forever in my mind think of you as Pat from Tat. Always gives me a good chuckle, and certainly more seriously have just always appreciated. I think you're really like a thoughtful, reflective, self-aware presence in our spaces, and the work that you all did on the hiring committee. I think you were hiring Joe then. Just kind of some things that will stand out in my mind. So anyways, I'm sending you lots of well wishes, good luck, all the great vibes, and hope to, I don't know if I follow you on Instagram, Facebook, Ramsey? I'll have to figure out how I'll keep in touch with you and see what's been going on. So, all right, Pat, take care.
Hey Pat, it's Flan. I'm just leaving you a voice message because you used to always leave me voicemails, which is so great because no one leaves voicemails anymore. But I just wanted to say one of my favorite memories of you is watching you nerd out with no kids in an arcade when you came to Dallas for my onboarding. One, because it just showed how joyful and playful you are, which you bring into your work, because you're always like, let's try this new thing out and see if it works. But also watching you, how competitive you were and how mad you got, I think, when I beat you accidentally at like Mario Kart, and that just shows like you're achiever and you're just wanting to always get to the next level, which you do in everything. And then the last thing I just remember about you is just this like quiet trust that you just exuded with people you worked with, because they just knew that you always had valuable things to say, and just trusted the work that you did. So miss you, friend, and hope all is well, and I'll keep following you on your journey. Bye.
Hey Pat, it's Mo. I am both happy and sad to hear that you are leaving us here at Teach for America. Sad because I've appreciated your partnership and your joy and your laughs over the years, and happy because I'm excited to see you do move on to the next thing that makes you happy and something that you enjoy. One memory that I will share would have to be doing a team retreat in Philadelphia, going bar hopping and being late to almost every single team get together because our team was out drinking. Can't have it any other way. You will be missed. Take care, friend.
In my mind, PAT stands for particularly awesome teammate. And that showed up in a variety of ways. First off, every single time we gathered at a live space, I knew, live spaces, those were great, right? I knew that I could find you at the hotel bar to not just catch up on the work day and all of the stuff that had happened in various sessions, but also to find out about how life was going, and that mattered. And then secondly, I knew that while we were having those conversations, I would get your unfiltered take on whatever the decision was or the big thing was that was happening at Teach for America. And that unfiltered take mattered. It gave me new questions and new insights that made me better at my work, and I think made us better as a team. And then lastly, it was the conversations that we got to have about what it meant to show up as a white dude in our organization and try to make it a more just, anti-racist, good place for people. How do we be not just good teammates, but good humans, was something we spent a lot of time talking about. And I'm gonna miss having a particularly awesome teammate on the people team, but I have full confidence that we can continue to catch up on life and strive to be better leaders, even though you're not at Teach for America anymore. I wish you all the best as you go off to sell rugs, I think. That's my guess from the name Ruggable. Sell rugs. Good luck with selling rugs. Okay, bye.
He has an amazing ability to authentically feel emotions, ranging from sadness and tears to extreme joy, literally jumping up and down. There aren't a lot of people who are that in touch with their emotions and that unabashed about sharing them. And whenever Pat's around, not only can he celebrate with you and walk through tough times, but his positive energy is just it captures you, and makes you feel the same way. And so I feel lucky to have experienced that as his peer, as a staff member. And I know that that's also what the people he was recruiting were feeling also. Pat, I wish you continued success. I thank you for your service and your commitment to students. I know a lot of people have benefited, especially all the friends that you've made along the way, and I'm honored that I am one of them. All the best in their new endeavors.
Patty cakes, Chatty Patty. Congratulations on your new job at Ruggable, and I hope that it might just be a job. I really enjoyed working with you at TFA as my ultimate ride or die, down for anything, let's innovate, let's try to make things really great partner. And I also liked our random chats about all things life, including how to properly select Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, not to get the ashy ones. So I hope that you're able to celebrate yourself and enjoy this special moment. And yeah, here's to you.
And then I also just think about how you are a well of knowledge, just about like any and every topic, which sometimes can be a source of giggles when 2.5 hours of a drive from Bertie to Durham are filled with conversations about Greek mythology and the history of slavery in our country. And then I also think about how that well of knowledge impacted my own work when I got to work with you in South Carolina, when you had moved into your talent recruitment work and offered your knowledge and expertise around what it meant to be a culturally competent hiring manager. And that really evolved and elevated the work that I did in my role. And I will always think about how powerful it was that you offered yourself to our team to meet the needs that we had. And you also pushed and challenged us to be better, to live up to our commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusiveness. And I just know that that's something that you wanted to make sure that your work was about, living into the heart and spirit of our belief in students, our belief in equity, our commitment to growing and learning and being better. I just think you're an amazing human being, and whatever team you are on that you lead in the future, they are so lucky to have you. Good luck. Congratulations.
Hey Pat, congratulations on many, many years of a job well done and lots of important impact at Teach for America. Trust that you're taking with you the many people that believe in you and the many people that you've shown over the years that you believed in. We appreciate it. I'm happy to be on both of those teams. And thanks for teaching me how to bald gracefully 25 years later. Peace.
Pat, hey man, congrats on your new job. Big loss for TFA, but huge win for Ruggable. I hope you're super excited. They are lucky to have you. I just want to say that I'm so glad our paths crossed at TFA. I think you're awesome. Definitely. I'm really glad we got to share a team. I just found you to be an awesome teammate, always so considerate and thoughtful and never hesitant to lend a helpful hand and a good idea to push us all forward and try to help us find the best folks to do this work. And alongside that, I had a fucking funny and super fun time with you and Couscous in Mississippi. That is still one of the highlights of my time at TFA. I can't actually believe we got paid to run around the Delta and like try to identify folks for Institute and full-time staff, but I'm super glad people let us do it. And I actually got like a couple of quality hires out of going on that trip with you too. So thanks for being you. And Ramsey, sorry this is over a minute. Edit out what you see fit. All right, bye.
Patrick Brandon Murray, congratulations. I'm so happy for you and this incredible new journey that you're taking on professionally. Admittedly though, I can't just say it's a professional transition, because whenever you show up, wherever you are, at work, in your community, with your family, you bring all of yourself. And as a result of that, you grow and evolve in so many aspects of your identity. And so as you transition to Ruggable to do incredible work, I am confident that you are going to just continue to grow and evolve as a human. And I'm excited to see this next iteration of Pat Murray. Thank you for making me a better leader, a better manager, and for making me fall in love with coaching other incredible leaders. Cheers to you.
Hey Pat, it's Joe. Congratulations on your new role and on 10 plus amazing years at Teach for America, impacting a lot of people. I want to tell you a little bit about the impact you've had on me. I think you know this, but for many years and early in my days in South Carolina, I was like, what does Pat Murray do? Like, I think what he does seems interesting. And I was like asking people and trying to figure that out. And I definitely kept an eye on roles that seemed like they would be a chance to have the kind of influence on teams and work with people in the way that you did, because I had been really impressed by your work before. I got that opportunity, and all that to say, the past 3 years have been like really a high point in my life and in my professional career. I've learned so much from you. You're an incredible manager and advisor and coach and a great friend, and you make people better at their jobs, but you also make people better people. And I feel really improved and grown by you. I'm gonna really miss like being able to depend on an hour a week with you. It's gonna be tough, but I'm really excited about this next phase for you, and also just to get to keep on being in your life as a friend and a colleague maybe again someday. So congratulations, and thank you so much for all of the time and effort that you spent with me and just making me better. I'm so grateful for you. Congrats. See ya. Bye.